Jamie, where are the deals? What do we do with this opportunity, I guess we'll call it?
Yeah, so right now, Europe basically has a 25% off sticker on it. And it's aligning with March, which is one of the most popular times of year to book travel. So we're just seeing this increase in surges and interest in Italy, in Paris, in London, and that's really where we're seeing the deals right now.
Is it across the board, given the fact that we're talking about a common currency? So the discount in Paris is the same in Italy, or not? Because Italy is among those countries where we've seen a little bit of internal devaluation, right? They've been trying to make the economy a little more competitive, even though they were stuck because they obviously couldn't devalue the euro themselves.
Well, we're seeing strong deals across the board. So take Paris, for instance. I'm seeing hotels in the summertime for around $89, $99, whereas last year we were seeing around $150 for similar types of hotels.
What is this going to do for domestic travel? People who are thinking, I'm going to rent a house in Montauk for 2 weeks in August, are they now looking at Provence?
Well, what I think will actually be interesting for domestic travel, yes, we'll have Americans going over to Europe, absolutely. But I think we're going to start seeing a lot of really amazing deals in New York City, especially because the Europeans are probably going to stay in Europe as their currency isn't going to go so far here. And there are a lot of rooms that need to be filled in New York City over the summer. So we're already seeing a 20% drop in summer rates.
David, do you have any travel plans this summer?
You know, I go to Greece every year. Those are some of the pictures you guys saw.
Oh, yes, let's roll some of David's shots from Greece.
I'm looking forward to it getting cheaper. I think it's great news for Europe, honestly. I think this is a long time coming. Mario Draghi had drug his feet for a long time. And, you know, I heard a quote the other day about the German finance minister.
Memories of Greece, courtesy
in 2010.
Are we going to see you in a bikini?
I don't know. I gave them one picture of me when I was a kid there, so I don't know if they're going to give that one.
Well, what does all this mean for you and your site? Suddenly, are people enthused about summer travel? Are you going to get more traffic?
Well, we're already seeing, because March is such a popular time to book that summer travel, we're already seeing a boost right now, and we saw a big boost in warm sun destinations because of the winter we just had. We're now seeing it for Europe as people are starting to decide where they're trying to go.
Can you quantify it? This March versus last March? Up by what percentage?
Well, just to take Italy, for example, it's gone up about 20%.
Interest level or actual bookings?
Interest level.
Okay. David, you know, let's talk about Greece for a second, because Greece is a little bit anecdotal in this regard to the rest of Europe, because we're talking about travel. Greeks would love to see more tourists, but how much of an impact can a cheaper euro and more tourists have on the desperate Greek economy?
Yeah, that's a great question. I doubt a lot. The desperate Greek economy needs a lot more than a 105 euro dollar, but you know, a 50-cent euro would probably go a long way to fixing Greece. But the only way they get that is if they go back to the drachma, which, you know, one can only hope that happens. I think that's the best thing for the situation.
I haven't looked at hotel prices, but airlines, flights are still really expensive. Are we going to see a drop there?
I haven't seen a major drop yet. What I am seeing is there are a lot of low-cost carriers that are worth checking out, like Norwegian Air Shuttle or WOW Airlines, where they're taking a similar approach to the Frontiers and the Spirit Airlines of the world, where you might pay a little bit more for baggage fees, but you're saving 40 to 50% off what a legacy carrier might.
Now, are you getting that from New York, from New York? Newark or JFK, for example? But then if you wanted to go to Italy, you're not going to get there on Norway. You're going to have to go to Oslo, perhaps, and then... You might
have a pit stop and really make a big trip out of it.
So it's one of those things where if you're prepared to spend 20 to 25 hours getting to your final destination, you might be able to do it for very little money.
Yeah, I don't have
That's not how you roll.
A lot of people like to do multiple cities when they go to Europe. I think it's a great idea, and I wouldn't just stick to the Eurozone. I mean, places like the Czech Republic. I mean, Czech crown was 14. Now I think it's 26, 27. I mean, they're giving that city away.
If Bloomberg would like to give me off the entire summer, I will visit all of them and experience all those
market makers from Europe. It'll save Bloomberg money. And,
just give Eric and I GoPros for the whole summer, and we'll just tour about.
You guys, it's just an evening show then. That's all.
I'm with you. What do you think, Chef Katina?
I'm in.
He's in.
I've already got my tickets to Italy, actually.
There you go. All right, Jamie, thank you so much for joining us. Jamie Friedman, a group publisher of Travel Zoo.